Hello, lovely people. So, today we're going to talk about how to survive high school. Basically, this is stuff that I wish people had told me when I was wandering the halls with my Wonder Woman folder and didn't know what to do with myself because I thought I was going to get trampled. True story. I can't say a lot about college. People ask me to make like a college advice video, and I'm only a sophomore. I don't know that much. Except don't eat certain foods in the dining hall or you will possibly have stomach pains for about 3.5 days. But I do know a lot about high school because I once was a lonely high schooler in the vast abyss of my school, which was, no joke, a vast abyss. They made the abyss better, but the anglerfish still lives there. My high school experience was okay. I was basically kind of like a roller coaster of emotions because that's what you are, a raging ball of hormones when you're a freshman in high school. And when you're a freshman in college, I assume. I don't assume that, I know. But anyway, it was basically up and down. Freshman year was okay. Sophomore year, yeah, sophomore year sucked. Junior year, it picked up a little bit. I had friends. I went to parties, and it was a good time. Senior year, I was just like, all right, get me out of here. Get me out of this cinder block prison that I hate so much. But in all reality, we all shed tears when they sang, "As we go on, we remember all the times we had together," and we all like held each other and just like swayed back and forth like a giant cult. Just kidding. Not like a giant cult. So yeah, that was basically my high school experience. I'm just gonna say some like things that people asked me. Like the most popular question: how do I deal with being a freshman? Okay. I can tell you some tips to do and don't do, I guess. Do keep a planner every year of high school and college, now that I know. Planners, I don't care how geeky you are, having a 5-star planner around and you're a guy and you're jotting stuff down, I do not care. It will save you from humiliation when your teacher says, "Hey, remember that 500-point paper that you had to turn in?" And you're like,
What? What 500 point? Yeah, exactly.
So you'll thank me when your little 5-star book saves your butt. Anyway, don't be that freshman that runs through the halls merrily. And by that I mean, be happy about high school, but don't be too overzealous. Don't be the freshman who is in like every class and it's like, yes, every me, pick me now, or I will die. Yeah, I mean, you all know that kid. But anyway, I'd say as a freshman, my first year, I wish I had a better time, which kind of sucks. Yeah. And that does. But, by that I mean, I wish I had, like, branched out more. That's the thing. Branching out is good in high school, even though people are like, "Oh my god, I have the click of this, and I only play this, and I just excel in the cello, and that's all I excel at." If that's all you excel at, cool. But I mean, maybe you want to try out I'm not going to say the science club because that's weird. The natural disasters club. That was even weirder. That was bad. I'll admit that. Whatever. I mean, drama. I'm a big advocate for the arts. I'm a little bit biased. Art and English major. Slightly biased. But I mean, branch out. Have a lot of different interests and try to make friends. Because friends help. Friends help you when you're basically down in the dumps and you couldn't give a crap if you did your math homework last night or not. Friends will be like, you know what? Snap out of it. Do it. Go. go to class and, oh, that's another point I have to make. Go to class. I don't know about your people's schools, but when we missed one day of class, it was like when you're at home, you're like, yeah, I'm sick. I get to drink orange juice and watch cartoons all day long until I just pass out, and then I just, I get better, and it won't be a big deal if I miss that assignment. No. Oh yeah, the one day I'm gone, they assign 57 pages of homework. That always happened to me. Always. I say, go to class, and your teachers will appreciate it too. Another tip I have, if you can be in close with the teachers, I'm not gonna be like, be a goody two-shoes and just, kiss butt and all that stuff. Don't do that, because people will know, and people will just not like what you're doing by kissing butt. So don't be that douchebag who just mouths off to the teachers and makes them assign more homework and makes everyone hate you. Because if that happens, don't come crying to me, because I warned you. No one likes that people. That people? Wow. No one likes that person. And it even gets worse in senior year when they really don't care. And no one really cares. And half the teachers who teach senior classes don't care. Because they're just like, yeah, they're just farting off anyway. But if you're nice to them, they might give you extra credit. Or I don't know, my teachers gave us candy senior year. That was always the big thing, oh my god, we're watching Bill Nye and having candy. It's yeah. So, maybe if you're nice to the teachers, they'll do stuff nice to you back. It's called karma. It bounces off of you onto other people. So, yeah, that's important though. Don't be that kid. I feel so negative. I'm making so much, don't be that kid. Don't be that kid. And you're like, Bridget, what kid do I be? What kid shall I be? And I'm like, young Padawan, you be the kid that you want to be, but don't be a douchebag. That's my advice. Anywho, show up to class prepared, take all your books, and, you may only use them once or twice. Shh, yeah, that happens. It's called college. But, for high school, it's basically about showing up, and if you show up, the teachers will like you. And if the teachers like you, they will give you good grades. And if you get good grades, you get to do whatever you want. Because I said so. Okay. I'm gonna tell a really embarrassing story, and I don't really care who hears the story. But we had a spirit week, and it was 80s day or whatever, and I had bought this dress from Goodwill, and it had the big Napoleon Dynamite sleeves, you know what I'm talking about. I like your sleeves, they're really big. That's what I'm talking about. But and I wore it, and people were making fun of me. They're like, look at that bitch with the ponytail on the side of her head. That happened to, I was Deb, basically. And the big, poofy prom dress, and, I think I had Converse shoes on that day, because I just couldn't wear heels at the time. But dress up for Spirit Week. Okay, I don't care how lame you think it is, but, when people are dressed as 70s characters, or, your school colors or whatever, dress up. Even though you may hate high school, be like, oh, this place sucks, and all this stuff, and my teachers just suck. It's fun to dress up with your friends and be like, oh, we're going to collaborate on outfits, or, oh, what are you wearing? That's cool, or your outfit looks good, or whatever. It's just fun to, do that kind of stuff. That's the only time in your life you can be really stupid at school. People are like, yeah, she's wearing a pair of footy pajamas. Have you seen her? You could be in the yearbook for that crap. Oh, school dances. That's another one that I get asked. No, I didn't have a date to prom. All 3 of the dances I went to. Yeah, well, okay. See, our school didn't have a formal homecoming, so we just kind of went with, jeans and customized t-shirts. But, we went all out for prom and formals. I'm talking to the girls here, and to the guys, too. You don't have to have a date to have fun at a dance. You can take your friends, hop into your mom's SUV. Yes, that was me. You can go and have fun. I mean, if you have a date, cool. Good for you. That's really awesome. And if you don't sweat it. I mean, there's always another dance and there's always another chance to meet people. I don't know, I just never saw it as like this big thing, like, oh, I have to have a date, or I'll just, I won't go, It was never like that, because I just had really good friends who were like, yeah, we're gonna drag you and make you drink out of fake martini glasses and pretend it's wine and pretend you're drunk. It was prom. I mean, it was just fun and silly, and, they'll play some, like, slow song, and we're just like, oh, hey, let's go to the photo booth, cool, like, and people are just sitting at tables with their dates, like, yep. That's cool, alright. But yeah, so that's prom. And I know. Oh, wait, another thing about prom. Your parents will take 1,000 pictures, and you will sit there and you will just smile. That's what you'll do. I mean, you cannot get around, because they'll be like, okay, put the boutonniere on, but pretend to, like, stab him in the neck with it. I don't know. I always see those pictures and it makes me laugh. But, I've never had that experience of pinning a boutonniere on somebody, so yeah. My best friends and I exchanged corsages one year. That was fun. Making dinosaur claws with like a giant rose that encompasses your entire wrist. Like, that's cool. Oh, last one. Lunchroom etiquette. I know the school food sucks. I am a big advocate of bringing your own lunch, because then you could eat whatever the crap you want. You could eat hummus and freaking, I'm not going to say carrot sticks, because that actually goes with hummus. You could eat hummus and Oreos and people wouldn't care, But with the school, it's like, oh, there's hot dogs and then there's unidentifiable gray stuff. Yum. Pardon me while I go barf. Oh yeah, bring your own lunches. And I mean, don't sweat it if you don't have someone to sit with the first day. I sat, virtually non-existent for the first couple weeks, and it wasn't a big deal, because then people will come over, they'll be like, hey, you want to sit with us? Or like, you'll just grow some lady man balls and just be like, hey, you seem really nice, and you're not creepy or a douchebag, so can I sit with you? Cool, okay. And just have fun with your friends at lunch. Like, that was my favorite part of high school, was lunch. I shouldn't say that. All classes and lunch. Because after lunch was math, which was basically going to hell. I went to hell every Tuesday and Thursday. Lunch was like, all my troubles will go away until they come back in an hour and a half. But hey, that's okay. And if your school has an opportunity to eat lunch outside when it's nice, do it, because it's really fun. I always enjoyed it. Helpful tidbit, though. If you're gonna mouth off to your foreign language teacher, don't do it in, like, whatever foreign language you're studying, because they will know. They will know all the bad words in the book, and they will find out, and they will just send you to the principal or the chokey. Like, if you got that reference. Ha! Yeah, they'll send you to the chokey if you do that, so don't cuss at them in French, Spanish, German, Japanese, or any other assorted languages. Yeah. And one last tidbit about high school is just go. Well, obviously attend every day unless you're sick or dying of the plague, but go and have a good time as much as you can, because, 4 years does fly by. I hate to say it, because I know that I hate it when people say that 4 years just flies by. You're in it at the time and it doesn't seem like it, but it literally snap and it's gone. So, just think about it. You may be a college freshman or sophomore now, but in a couple years, you're going to be the one swaying back and forth to graduation and crying your eyes out because your best friend is leaving for college. Or you're the best friend that's leaving for college. which, even as a college sophomore, that still makes me sad that I have to leave my friends. But anywho, have a good time in high school, and happy back to school. I wish I had some confetti to throw at the camera right now, but I don't. So, bye!